All right, comrades, thank you very much and welcome back to the second segment of the State of the Union address. Thank you very much. In the previous segments, I did speak about some of the issues that led to the two-third majority of inaugurated state councils calling for an SDC. In this segment, I will describe an analysis of Article 6 and 7 of the Constitution as, of course, laid out in the preamble of the resolution that was submitted by the two-third majority of state councils. I believe that that preamble explains the constitutional requirement for calling a special delegate conference from the perspective of the state councils. You know, they pledged their loyalty in the preamble to the Constitution in providing clarity at that very critical moment in time of history. And they proposed the amendment for Article 6A for it to be one delegate per branch, instead of it being one delegate per every 200,000 paid up dues per branch. So the councils also went on further to argue that, which I find very critical now in their argument, that due to the nature and the scope of the self-employed employment relationship of workers in the sector, that it has been very difficult to implement the collection of check dues. And they regard that as a systemic issue that is caused by the lack of national legislation. In the preamble, they analyzed Article 6D that, this was on the quorum of the meeting of the SNDC and NDC, where it says that the NDC shall meet once in every 4 years in the month of September on a date and at a place that shall be decided by the National Executive Council. In the analysis of the State Council, they mentioned that Article 6D should not apply to pioneer leadership because all pioneer leaders were appointed and not elected. Their recommendation in the preamble was that the NDC should be 4 years after the date of its first election, which is yet to be concluded. They emphasized that under Article 7A, the requirement for an SDC, and Article 7B defines the composition for an SDC, while Article 7C clarifies a business that shall be transacted at the SDC shall be for a particular purpose. In their resolution, the state councils resolved on 4 key points. As I received it, that I should call for SDC based on the provisions of Article 7A, and that remote and virtual options should be considered, and certain areas of the Constitution should be amended, which I believe I would go over with us in the next video, in the next segments. And they also mentioned that the NDC should be called within 90 days, right? So upon receiving their resolution, I directed the acting general secretary to schedule a meeting with an agenda for constitution review and the establishment of other committees, which was the Special National Delegate Conference. In the next segment, I will be discussing the communique which was issued after the conclusion of the Special National Delegates Conference. Thank you very much.